G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Well, today it won't be another mock video. I realize I look through my content and I'm like, there's, I think, 2 or 3 mocks in a row when one was my mistake. So today's video, guys, I want to talk, a little bit about the free agents that we have and possibly some free agents that we might see in the future if Omar Khan gets his numbers sorted out and goes in the right direction and brings in some big names. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen completely like with the idea with Bobby Wagner or Tremaine Edmonds, or I think there's a hard no on Jalen Ramsey, stuff like that. But the free agent period and the new league year starts in 10 days. So I wanted to refresh and go over some names that I think the Pittsburgh Steelers should sign. And I'm going to go through the list. It's via Spot Track. And we're going to start with Larry Ogunjobi. I believe the Steelers should find a way to bring back Ogunjobi. You have Cameron Haywood, then in my opinion, use that 32nd pick, or possibly, depending how the defensive tackles fall, use 17 or 32 at defensive tackle. So I'd say keep Larry Ogunjobi, sign him to a 1-year, 2-year, 3-year deal. I don't know. Sign him up, make him a Steeler. Mason Rudolph is next on that list. So if you guys follow along, I will link the description of this Spot Track article of Free Agent Tracker in the description below. Mason Rudolph, he's gone, man. I think the more that we've learned over the last few days and weeks, I think Mason Rudolph is pretty much gone. Omar Khan said that Mitchell Trubisky will be around for a long time. So I don't see a way how they're going to sign Mason Rudolph. He'll find another team. Devin Bush is one on the list here. Devin Bush, I believe he's gone. I think more and more as day passes, the Steelers won't be signing him back. I believe in the draft they'll go get an inside linebacker, maybe at 32, maybe at 49. But there's no way. I think 99% chance that Devin Bush is gone, 1% chance he comes back. That also leaves up to, a chance maybe that Bobby Wagner could be signed from the Steelers, but that's going to take some big money, some big moves, and the Steelers don't normally do that. Cameron Sutton, I believe he'll come back. Also, Cameron Sutton has been talked about a lot in the last few weeks. I believe he'll come back. I think the Steelers sign him. Derek Watt is also a free agent. I think they'll sign him because his brother's there, and the Steelers need a fullback, plus he's a good special teamer. Jesse Davis, I don't believe he'll come back, but he's one of those ones where he could be like a Jameer Jones, and they just sign him to a 1-year deal because he's just a guy, right? Tyson Alualu, I don't think he comes back. Marcus Allen, I don't know. Legit don't know. Terrell Edmonds, I believe they'll sign him back. Robert Spillane, I believe they'll sign him back at inside linebacker. So these things will go crazy and fast too. Crazy and fast. Once the league year starts in 10 days' time, it will go quick. Malik Reed, I don't believe they'll sign him back. They signed back Jarvis Jones, so I think he's gone. Chris Wormley, he's still injured. I believe his time will be up in the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. Damontae Kazee, I think they will sign him. There was some talk around that or rumors around that Steelers were coming to an agreement to sign him. So hopefully they sign him up and we can play that 3-safety set. Minka, Terrell, and Damontae Kazee. Trenton Scott, guard, very similar situation to the other fellow who I talked about, Jesse Davis. If he comes in, he's just a guy, right? So I don't know about that one. Kyle Joseph, I don't believe so. If they're going to sign Damontae Kazee, I don't believe they'll sign Kyle Joseph. Steven Sims Jr., well, this all depends. We need a return guy. Do the Steelers go and get Addison? I don't know. But I believe they will sign Sims to a 1-year, 2-year deal and get that sorted out. And on the other side, Miles Boykin is also a good special teamer. So if they go and sign Steven Sims and Miles Boykin, then in my opinion, there's a lot less likely chance that they're going to go Jordan Addison in the draft. If they don't sign these guys and you only have Pickens, Deontay, you have Pickens, Deontay, Calvin Austin, Anthony Miller, you need that fifth receiver. Who's that going to be? Is there a possibility that you don't sign nor Steven Sims or Boykin, right? Or maybe you sign Boykin because he's a good teamer. He's a good gunner. Say you don't sign Steven Sims, Anthony Miller can field punts, Calvin Austin can field punts, right? And you go up there at 17 and say, Addison said, go get me. Do you bring Addison in for Kenny Pickett? Possibility that could happen, right? Jameer Jones, he's been signed. Benny Snell Jr. Another one is a guy for teams too, right? We have our guys, Najee Harris and Warren, the two-back set, the duo, the power punch. Benny Snell, does he come back? This one, same as Marcus Allen? I don't know. I'm going to sit on the fence. I don't know. James Pierre, I believe he'll be back. I think James Pierre will be back in this team. He's also a teams guy. And JC Hassan now center. Now, they do have Kendrick Green there. They have, of course, Mason Cole. Do they need Hassenhauer? He might be a scratch. And lastly, they have Zach Gentry, tight end. This all depends. This all depends what the Pittsburgh Steelers want to do in the draft. If they bring back Gentry, they won't target a tight end in the draft. They'll stick with Muth, Gentry, and Haywood. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's me kind of wrapping it up. Pretty much over the last few weeks, we've seen that Omar Khan has said, you know what, we need to go to, in the trenches. We need to get better on both sides, build depth with the offensive line, and build depth with the defensive line too. So, man, I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. All right, guys, that's like your free agent update in 10 days' time. In 10 days' time, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get really crazy, right? And you possibly won't hear the news from me because I'll be sleeping in. I'll get my news later, but I will cover every single pick. So make sure you stick around and hit that sub, hit that like, all that YouTube stuff. Hit that notification bell. Do what you want to do. Yeah, stick around because when you guys hear the pick in the morning or you hear the news about free agents, Cameron Sutton has signed a deal at 9 a.m. USA. I'll be asleep. But when I wake up, I'll cover the news again and I'll give you my take. So it should be fun. Should be excellent. 10 days away from some crazy times, man, from some March madness. All right, guys, you enjoy the rest of your weekend and I'll see you later.